Hello all, welcome back to Developing Success, and this video is on the current affairs. So today we do about the locust swarm attack which has recently engulfed India on mainly the northwestern and the western sectors. So they are actually the grasshoppers which destroy the standing crops. They travel in groups and they can eat the same amount of crops which is their weight, that is around nearly 2 to 3 grams. Okay, so this is a very big agrarian crisis which will be experienced by India if these locust swarms survive in the continent. So first of all, we need to know about these locusts, desert locusts. What are they? So they are actually the ordinary grasshoppers. So these grasshoppers are of herbivore in nature. That means that they live on the green vegetation and the crops. So that is why they attack the standing crops, and they are the plight for the farmers. So they actually have the big hind legs that help them to hop and jump, and they sometimes share the solitary lifestyle. Solitary lifestyle means they live alone, or they live as an individual and not in group. So when they come in group, they become very gregarious and very active. So that is their gregarious phase, but when they live alone, that is their solitary phase. Okay, so these desert locust swarms, they actually survive and they actually multiply or breed in water. So whenever there are dry spells, they are actually forced together in the patchy areas of land with the remaining vegetation. And when they are crowded, this crowding of all the grasshoppers in a same area releases serotonin. So this serotonin is actually released in their central nervous system, that make them very active and promote the rapid movements in them, and the appetite increases. So I'll tell you about this serotonin. So this serotonin is found in humans also, mainly in the plasma, in the brain also we find it. So what it does, it actually increases, it increases digestion. Because it increases activity, it increases digestion. And so when it increases digestion, it also increases the appetite. So it will enhance the mood, it also increases the sexual desire. Okay, and it also increases the activity. So it totally is a neurotransmitter, and it increases the activity, and that is why these swarms, these grasshoppers, they also experience the same thing. And when the rains return to this dry area, producing the moist soil and the abundant green plants, so these conditions are perfect for the group to be formed. Okay, so they begin to produce rapidly in this because of the breeding, and they become even more crowded together. So these circumstances, they shift completely from their solitary lifestyle to a group lifestyle, which is called their gregarious phase. As I told you, the gregarious phase is the group lifestyle, and the individual phase of their lifestyle is the solitary lifestyle. So in this gregarious phase, they can even change color, they can change their body shape, the size of their brain increases, the appetite increases, and that is why they travel far and far in the search of food in a group. Okay, so now I will tell you about the life cycle of these desert locust. So the female locust lay their eggs directly into the soil, as you can see, directly into the soil. And after 2 weeks, the green colored juvenile comes and emerges. As the solitary locust interact with others, they turn yellow and black. So this is their adult phase of color, which is yellow and black. So these locusts, called gregarious locust, forms into swarms. So swarms is nothing but a group. It is a collective noun which is used for these grasshoppers, that is swarm. And if we talk about their solitary phase, they behave independently, they walk slowly, they are active mostly at night and not in the daytime, and their diet is very restricted. So they are not in search of the food too much. but when they become gregarious, their gregarious phase is attained by the release of that serotonin. They behave in a very rapid manner, they walk rapidly, they are most active at the daytime, and their diet becomes very broad. So when their diet becomes very broad, they actually hunt and they search for the food which makes their way to different countries and continents. Okay, so why and when in India? So in India, they are normally sighted in July and October along the Pakistan border, because the Thar desert is actually extended towards the Pakistan area, and they are mainly the desert swarms. So when there is a rain in the desert areas, they actually form small oases, which are the lakes in the desert, and they actually emerge from these deserts, and in the search of food in the gregarious phase, they come to India on the western part. So if they get their food in the western part, they are satisfied, that is okay. But if they not get their food in the western part, they migrate further eastward, which is happening this year because they actually occupied this region early. So the monsoon has still not arrived, the sowing season is still not there in Rajasthan, and they could not find any crops. So that is why they migrated east, and the cities like Jaipur and Gwalior, and they also migrated towards Maharashtra in the search of the same food. So last year in 2019, the parts of western Rajasthan and northern Gujarat reported swarms that caused damage to the Rabi crops. The Rabi means the winter crops. But these swarms were reported last in 1997, and the last was also reported in 2010, a small amount. But after 2010, any significant swarm was not visible till the 2019 and 2020. Okay, so this year the first sightings of the small group were reported on April 11, which was very early in comparison to their normal timings, by the scientist of the Agricultural Ministry's Locust Warning Organization. So this organization is located in Jodhpur, and they actually warned from Sri Ganganagar districts and Jaisalmer districts of Rajasthan. Both are desert districts. Okay, so at present, countries in the Horn of Africa such as the Ethiopia, the Somalia are witnessing one of the worst locust attacks in the last 25 years. I will show you their way. So if I talk about the East Africa, this portion is East Africa, like Sudan, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, and Somalia. And if you talk about the Horn, this is the Horn of Africa. So the Horn of Africa is occupied by Ethiopia and Somalia. So from Ethiopia and Somalia, they actually travel to Pakistan and India. But this has not happened for 2020, because from Ethiopia and Somalia, they have traveled to Yemen and Oman. So this country here is Oman, this is Yemen in the Arabian Peninsula in the West Asia. So they have traveled to Yemen and Oman because in 2018 there were some cyclones in the Indian Ocean which engulfed the Yemen and Oman region, and because of the water piling up in the desert, they have breeding center there, and they have green leafy vegetation. So that is why they have traveled to Yemen and Oman, and from Yemen and Oman they have traveled to Iran, then Pakistan, from Pakistan into India, into the deserts of Rajasthan and Gujarat. And this year they have also migrated up to Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra also. As I said, because they have arrived early, they do not find the crops, because the harvest season was there in April and the Rabi crop was already harvested. So because there was no crops, standing crops, they migrated to Madhya Pradesh and also to the Maharashtra region. So that is why this whole thing is there. Now we talk about why there is a early arrival in India in the 2020. What is the reason? The reason is not India, but the reason is the cyclonic storms which were named as Mekunu and Luban. So let me tell you that why these cyclonic storms are named such. I told you in my lecture, I have given the link in the description box. You can watch that lecture, that how these cyclones are named and what is the reason for them to be named like that. So we come back. So the cyclonic storms named Mekunu and Luban, they had struck Oman and Yemen respectively in 2018. So these turned the large desert tracts into lakes, the oasis, facilitating locust breeding that continued through 2019. So swarms attacking crops in East Africa reached peak populations from November. I told you about East Africa, Sudan, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Somalia. These are the countries in East Africa, and they are built up in southern Iran and Pakistan also since the beginning of 2020. So in February these attacked in Pakistan, and Pakistan also declared an emergency in February because of this, and now they have traveled towards India. So with heavy rains in East Africa in March and April enabling further breeding, they are actually coming in groups towards Pakistan, Iran, and then to India. So spring bred swarms from Pakistan started arriving in Rajasthan from April 11. As this is before the monsoon rains, they found dry conditions. So they continue to move towards Rajasthan looking for green vegetation, food, and shelter. That is why new phenomena has been seen in India, in Jaipur and in Gwalior, and in cities of Maharashtra like Nagpur. So they are being seen in the areas not historically associated with such sightings, such as Jaipur, Gwalior, Morena, Shiopur, and recently in Maharashtra's Amravati, Nagpur, and Wardha. All the three are in the Vidarbha region. Okay, so there being no crops in the fields, the locusts have moved across states attracted by green cover. So this was all about the locust swarms, and remember one thing, that they are the herbivores, grasshoppers, and that is why they are looking for the vegetation. The early arrival of their group in India is not the result of the Indian continent climate, but it is the result of the cyclones which have already engulfed the Oman and the Yemen in 2018, and the breeding center was developed. Because the breeding center was developed, they became gregarious and they traveled towards Pakistan and Iran. And when they traveled towards Pakistan and Iran, this was the early phase, so they did not get any standing crop to eat. That is why they came to Rajasthan, and the same situation prevailed in Rajasthan of no monsoons this early phase, so they traveled towards Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra in search of food. But what can happen, if they come to the continent in such a way? So the chances of crop damage for this season is low, because the rabi crops have already been harvested, but India has been forecasted with a very good monsoon both in 2019 and 2020. So actually they in 2 weeks they can become gregarious. Okay, so that will be a problem in the sowing season of kharif crops and in the rainy season of India. So the bigger problem can come once the swarm breed in India. So an adult female locust lays 80 to 90 eggs thrice in her 3-month life cycle. So if left uncontrolled, a swarm can grow exponentially to 40 to 80 million locusts per square kilometer in India. So the locust will start laying eggs after the monsoon starts and continue breeding for 2 more months, with newer generations rising during the growth phase of the kharif crop. So in India specifically, the rabi crops are safe for the time being, but if the authorities do not control these breeding of this locust, so the kharif season can be destroyed and there can be an agrarian crisis in India. India is also why India, the whole world is already experiencing the pandemic of the coronavirus, and the next pandemic can be this kharif crop. So with the change of the climate, with the global warming, there will be more rains as forecasted by the IMD also for India. This year is a good for monsoon as the last year was. So if there are more rains and a good monsoon, they will be having more breeding centers. So with good comes the bad also. So with the more breeding centers of this desert locust, the whole crops can be destroyed. So holistic approach to the increase of the monsoon should also be planned by the government of India or the Ministry of Agriculture, to be specific. So and because of this coronavirus pandemic, the pest control was not done in a proper way, as said by the agriculture ministry recently, and that is why these desert locusts have come to India, and the kind of pandemic is also seen. So this was all about the locust swarm lecture. If you have any doubt, you can comment on the comment section and let me know. Thank you.